So let's have some fun. You guys are starting to learn this one, I think. I didn't know if we started to add lyrics. I know that we were asked recently, but you know this song, "Namaste Away" or "Keep Me Coming Back," is something we've been doing every week for a while, and it's written by our very own Dez and Eve, and two of the great music team members that we have. And super cool. Really, I love this song. So if you know it, start to sing along. If you don't, dance, clap. Let's have a good time. And let's start today off right. Here at Namaste, we feel some kind of way, something about when we say we love, we really love. We see you, we care. Please be yourself while you're here. That's exactly what keeps me coming back. Namaste, we feel some kind of way, something about when we say we love, we really love. See you, we care. Please be yourself while you're here. That's exactly what keeps me coming back. I think we got about time for one more round of the verse, so let's see what kind of clap. I heard some people. There we go. It's like a hoedown. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here at Namaste, we feel some kind of way, something about when we say we love, we really love. We see you, we care. Please be yourself while you're here. That's exactly what keeps me coming back. Woo! Nice job, everybody. Thank you. Good morning. Good afternoon, I mean. Thank you, Candace.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Namaste Center for Spiritual Living. This is our amazing Super Sunday. And I can do that all again. Isn't this fantastic? It's like, wow, welcome to Namaste Center for Spiritual Living. Thank you, Sean, for reminding me to pick up a mic. You know, usually I'm pretty loud. So, but for those of you who are joining us from home, thank you so much. And if you're here in the sanctuary, welcome back. This is one warm and welcoming, inclusive community that's all about connection. It's about healing, and we are about unity and understanding the divine within us. So we are glad you are here. And right now, I would like you all to join me in reading Who We Are. And we'll wait for that to come up on the screen, although I know a lot of us have Who We Are known by heart. So please join me. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you, which is love, truth, light, and peace. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we recognize that we are one. Namaste. And please, if you're able, join us, stand up and sing We Come Together. Take it away.
Sorry, one sec. I feel like I should stand too then.
Okay.
All right. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. We come together. We come together. person next to you. Say, God loves me and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Now lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together in the name of love. We come together. We come together. We come together in the name of love. From every walk of life, every creed and color. Unite in honor of the God in each other. Yeah, clap twice. Oh. Take a look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together in the name of love. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, in the name of love. One more time. In the name of love.
That light is always there. I am so sorry. Valerie, thank you so much for lighting our candle. And Valerie will be holding vigil for us during the service. So I would like to invite everyone to read the affirmation with me. And it begins with the love of the all good. Here it is. All right. The love of all good is through me and as me. That love is how I meet all I come in contact. Love all and flows as all. That love is perfect. That love is you. That love is me. So I invite you to pray with me. Mother, Father, God, infinite and absolute peace. This one essence, this one life that is back of all, that through some act upon itself creates out of itself. That means it knows you and it knows me as its creation. This one perfect love is everywhere present. It is in the birds. It is in the blades of grass. That love knows no bounds and is limitless. It is joy. How good it is that we get to come together and recognize this and awaken to this truth as the truth of who and what life is. And so I speak a word now of prayer for those around the world that need a prayer today, knowing that a prayer for one is a prayer for all. So I give thanks for this opportunity to be that light and love in the world, and so it is. And so it is. Sean, I'd like to invite you up to do our announcements for us. Thank you.
Thank you. So my name is Sean Mejia. I'm the Vice President on the Board of Trustees here at Namaste. And at this time, I'd just like to invite everybody to look over at each other and just say hello to each other. Thank you. Thank you for playing, everyone. And at this time, I'd like to invite everybody in reading our mission statement. I learn practical science mind tools and practice in a loving, vibrant community to reveal my power and to change my life. And so how do we change our life? We awaken to the new truth in our lives. We realize how that truth has played out in our lives. We take in new knowledge and transform our lives. We repeat this process in our lives in new ways. Our power statements. We are a place of connection, healing, and unity. We are Namaste. This stuff works. And now on to some announcements. Easter Sunday. Join us for fellowship and a special Easter message on April 17th. Bring a dish and enjoy a meal together. Daily spiritual practice. Jumpstart your week morning. Join our practitioners every weekday morning from 7 a.m. for prayer, support, and connection. You can call in or join in Zoom. Information is on our website and in our newsletter. The Safe Place, an ongoing hour-long grief support group every second Wednesday at 7 p.m. and every fourth Monday at 10 a.m. We've created the Safe Place to support grief from life's events, the changes they bring, and to find comfort in community. Register on Eventbrite and look within our newsletter, website, and Facebook page for that link. And then I'd like to jump ahead to thank yous. I'd like to say thank you to Matt Prophet for stepping in last week and this week for sound. Thank you. And a thank you to Jason Firth for digging deeper. Thank you and hope everybody enjoyed last Wednesday. And at this time, I'd like to bring up Valerie Day to talk to you about the circle. Valerie.
Hi, everybody. Nice to see you, and hello to those that are watching us virtually. I have the pleasure of leading our healing arts ministry. It's called The Circle, and our intention is to build bridges and reclaim connection. And this month, mark your calendars for the third Wednesday, April 20th. We have an amazing Build a Bridge with Terry Wilder. She is a fabulous sound healer, and she is going to facilitate a gong meditation for us. And she brings healing and wellness through vibration, sound, and energy. She combines Reiki and sound healing sessions to help restore physical and emotional well-being and to support the body's natural rejuvenation process. So please mark your calendar. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite. It's on Zoom, so you can enjoy this sound bath in the comfort of your own home. Thanks for joining us.
is holding me. God is holding me. God is holding me. I'm held in love, I'm held in peace. God is holding me. With every breath and every step, God is holding me. 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 God is holding me.
Good afternoon, Namaste. I am Jeff Schlicht, licensed practitioner. I reside in Sedona, Arizona. The topic for today is We Are Alive. What a great way to celebrate each of us and all of our lives together. This week, we enter into Easter week, with today being Palm Sunday, as well as the celebration of Ramadan that began on April 1st. Well, I grew up Catholic, and I love this time of year and the story of Easter and the symbology of each event. The explanation of the Easter stories and the message can get pretty heavy-handed depending on how the events and words of the Bible are presented or interpreted. When my daughter was growing up, she selected to go to a Catholic high school. And like some do in high school, you want to belong. I get that. Even though Lily sat next to me most Sundays, since she was about 6 at Namaste, she wanted to fit in high school and to convert to Catholicism. So, part of the practices, we attended Mass regularly. Each Sunday, after we attended Namaste in the morning, we went to 12 noon Mass at St. Bartholomew's off of 2nd Street. I sat through the Mass in a totally different way and was able to translate the gospel and presentation of the Mass with a metaphysical ear. This was actually quite wonderful. Ramadan is a celebration as well, a celebration to grow spiritually and become closer to Allah or God and one's loved ones. Easter tells the final days of Jesus upon his entry into Jerusalem, the Last Supper, crucifixion, and then his rising on Easter Sunday. Palm Sunday, today, begins with celebration upon Jesus' arrival into Jerusalem, then transforms during the week into his final days of being convicted and death on the cross, and then rising on Easter Sunday. I chose to embody the meaning of Jesus' last week in a way that I can use it each day to move through the events of my life. Use the Easter week to take responsibility of my actions, practice forgiveness and love, and to celebrate the aliveness of my life. The celebration of Jesus into Jerusalem is a celebration of self, my unique individualized expression of God in, as, and through me and my life. I celebrate myself in all I am in the image of God as my own personality and expression, and how that expression then reaches out into the world. John 14:6 in the Bible, Jesus says, I am the way, I am the truth, and I am the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. For me, Jesus was the greatest example of the unification of God as the essence of humanness. In Jesus, there was no separation, only the fullest expression of God in, as, and through all of his humanness. I don't need to worship Jesus to be entered into heaven or to know God. I need to realize my life is the life that God is right now. Heaven is upon us now. Through my own humanness and activities in my life, I seek the kingdom of heaven within myself. Through this knowingness, I then know God. I know God, not to pass a test or be approved for entry, but to celebrate God in my life. And through my individualized expression of the One, I am awake. I am alive. Each day I move to know who I am. And in this celebration of self, my aliveness in my life is my relationship with God. And that relationship continually expands. I mean, in one day, or even in an hour, I could be celebrated, accused of something, and mostly self-punishing or crucifying myself is part of my life activity. I can look upon it as my ongoing unraveling, or step into it with each cycle of life to learn more of who I am and be in the celebration of myself and my ever expanding knowingness of my life and God. The greatest celebration is He has risen. From the depths of my life cycle, I get to learn from my mistakes, hold on to the celebrations of my life, and step over a threshold to rise again and again and again and again. I empty my cup and then refill it with a greater wisdom of knowingness that this life is to be celebrated. I am alive. And when I know this for myself, I can see it in all others. For some reason, the Easter week and the activities of the Bible make me think of the simple Hawaiian prayer, Ho'oponopono, which is just basically this: I am sorry. Forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Today, I celebrate the knowingness of God in, as, and through my life and others, not just once a year in either Easter week or Ramadan, but to know of this opportunity to celebrate each moment of each day. Today I celebrate I am alive. And through that knowingness of myself, I know we are alive. And I choose to take that in my life. Let's go into a short period of meditation. And I breathe. I breathe into the very core of myself, settling into my seat, knowing its support in the space around me. For I am only truth. And as I use that breath to settle within myself, it is that breath that I may take for granted, that inhale and that exhale. For that really is the activity of my life. That ongoing pattern of breathing in, taking things within myself, of the occurrences of the outer world, finding resolve And then as I exhale and breathe back out, I practice this in my outer life. I experience my activities. And from that, I breathe that back in, knowing that in God there is no beginning and no ending, and therefore knowing in my life there is no beginning or ending of my greater knowingness of my experience, and through my experience, my greater knowingness of God. And in that quietness, I just softly speak these sweet words. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. And with that, we step back into this space, this time, wherever we are. We're viewing online or we're in the sanctuary. Then I move, I come alive, I celebrate. I love each and every one of you. God bless you.
Thank you, Jeff. You changed dust into gardens, peace into peace, tears into fountains, chains into release. You are doubt into action, vision renewed, perfect creation, unfolding in view. Hold on to love, heaven inside you. No matter what you go through, and if your dreams burn down into ashes, you rise again. You are the light of God, the power of prayer lifted up. Every breath testifies you are the light. You are the light. Hold on, love, heaven inside you. No matter what you go through, and if your dreams burn down to ashes, you rise again. You are the light spotlight. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kong. Reverend Bobby Becker is having a much-deserved day off today, and we are in for a treat. Reverend Carol Lotz, please come on up, and it is so good to welcome you back to Namaste.
Hello, everyone. Namaste. It's lovely to be here. Happy Palm Sunday. And since Jeff already gave the message, and Kong already took us to prayer, when he sings, it's like a day of only prayer. So I thank you. You're magic. So I'm just going to have fun here because church is complete. So, everyday wonder is the theme of this month. And that's where I try to live inside. Everyday wonder of all the love, of all the blessings, of all the gifts around us. And so I wanted to speak to the metaphysical aspects of the Bible today, the metaphysical aspects of Holy Week, the metaphysical aspects of Jesus. And the founder of Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes, he loves Jesus. He loved Jesus. So much of our text is about Jesus. And Jesus was taught to us as the great example rather than the only exception. And that is a big difference because he shows us all who we can be as children of God. But his consciousness and the way he lived from the place that he lived knew his oneness with God. And that's something that sometimes we struggle with. We feel and have been taught, and it has been inundated, that we are separate from God, which is not our truth, and it's not our practice, and it's not our belief. That God is closer than our breath, nearer than our hands and feet, is really the truth for us and the practice to be in that space like Jesus was and like Jesus showed us we can be. So metaphysics, what is that? Metaphysical literally means beyond the physical, and I didn't realize until I went to ministerial school that the Bible wasn't to be taken literally. It is very confusing as a literal text. Metaphysically, as the Bible is allegory, symbolism, depth, it's beyond the physical, beyond the literal meaning. I'll give an example. Jesus says in John 4:32, I believe, I have meat which ye know not of. Meat, literally meat. Do you think he had some kind of new animal for us to eat? No. What is true about meat, metaphysically, when we go beyond the physical, is that Jesus was saying that he has spiritual depth and inspiration from which we know not of, that he wanted to give, and that he gave. And when we look beyond the physical, we can reach a whole new relationship with the Bible that is beautiful, powerful, and amazing. Unity churches, specifically Charles Fillmore, did a lot of work with metaphysical Bible interpretation. Ernest Holmes did some too. Emmett Fox, one of my favorite metaphysical stories is to talk about Noah's Ark. Oh, amazing. Because animals, metaphysically speaking, represent our thoughts. Animals are thought. And we have low thoughts and we have high thoughts. The birds are high thoughts, unattached, flying high, freedom. That's what's represented in the animals that fly, are the thoughts that we have that are higher than we are. The low animals, the snakes and not that they're any less than anyone else, but those creepy crawly things and the insects and those things, they're close to the ground. They represent our thoughts that, might be of the lower form. Metaphysically, animals are thoughts. It is so fascinating to me. And this is how I can have a whole new relationship with the Bible in a way where, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for me? What lights me up inside about what I am reading or what I am connecting to in the place of depth and meaning, which is the meat of the Bible, the meat of Jesus' message. There's another Bible passage, I think it's John 1:14, where he talks about the Word becomes flesh. Literal meaning of flesh. The Word literally was representative as Jesus. But flesh, metaphysically, beyond the physical meaning of flesh, it's talked about as our consciousness, as appetite. Not for physical things, but for spiritual things. What are you hungry for? What are you hungry to know? What are you hungry to be? It's a whole different relationship with biblical texts. So, Unity Church, like I was saying, Charles Fillmore wrote this as the definition in his book, Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. It's about this thick, and it has lots of information in there of metaphysical meaning. There's a lot of information out there, powerful. And he says this: the Bible, in its inner spiritual meaning, is a record of the experiences and the development of the human soul. That's how we can all have a new relationship with the Bible. It belongs to all of us, not just those in a certain faith. It belongs to all of us because we all are seeking spiritual depth and wisdom. We are all hungry for the meat of meaning in life and purpose in life, right? So, Holy Week. Holy Week. Jesus leaves and he lands in a place close to the Mount of Olives called, and I have trouble pronouncing this, please bear with me, Bethphage is the name of the town. And metaphysically speaking, according to Unity of New Thought, that place represents the place in us that is consciousness, where we discover grace, the place in ourselves where grace is discovered. That is the meaning of this place where Jesus and his disciples are at the beginning of Holy Week, this being Palm Sunday. And so in this place, we all have this place within our consciousness where grace is discovered. That is the place where we find forgiveness or understanding, which understanding always trumps the need to forgive. When we take the time to hear someone's story and we gain understanding and compassion, somehow the need to forgive falls away. And so that's the kind of place that this place was. But the most profound part of this for me that I want to share with you is about Palm Sunday. Palms represent strength, metaphysically. So when you lay down the palms, you are putting strength before you. And it's kind of like intention setting. If you know you're going to go into a difficult situation, a difficult meeting, a difficult conversation, You can lay some palms down before you even take a step, and you already have strength laid before you. That's the significance of palm. Now, when Jesus was in this town, Bethphage, he sent his disciples out to get a donkey. He wanted to ride into Jerusalem, the city of peace, metaphysically, on a donkey. What does that mean? Well, this is so cool. I love this. The donkey is an animal. Metaphysically, the animal represents thought. So laying down the palms and walking in with a donkey, Jesus had dominion over his thoughts. He had power over his thoughts. He had mastery over his thinking, knowing that he was facing, as he moved into Jerusalem, his death. But he didn't see death the way we do. It didn't scare him. He knew that this was what he was born to do. So what does that mean for us? Palm Sunday, is there a reason you would benefit from laying down some strength before you take a step on your path? Today, tomorrow, the next day. This is Holy Week. This is our Holy Week. We are holy every day. But Holy Week is symbolic of bravery and courage and mastery over our thinking. That is so powerful. And it's something that we try to do, but as humans and divine both, we know our divinity, but we're also in our human stuff. And so metaphysical interpretation, metaphysical Bible interpretation specifically, has how to do life in it, as long as we can get beyond the physical. We can get beyond the literal meaning. When I was in school, they told us that the Bible was a collection of stories. And from that viewpoint, there is so much to receive from it that isn't confusing, but that's beautiful. That can bring us to a place of strength and mastery over our thinking, mastery over our thoughts. In my work, I find that many times, the only thing in our way of anything is our thoughts. Our thoughts can tell stories that take us on a wild ride. So to lay palms down and to pull back before stepping out. I have this tool that I use every day, about 20 times a day. When I walk into a patient room and have no idea what I'm going to see or what I'm going to say or what I'm going to do. And when I see something that looks very unloving, I just say to myself, I'm going to bring love there first. So it's like love first, even before I lay the palms down to walk into a patient room to be supportive and loving. I bring love there. Just bring love. Because on Tuesday of Holy Week, Jesus cleared out the temple. And in clearing out the temple, what he was saying was that he was clearing out his mind. He was clearing out his mind so that he could focus on healing. So he got rid of the thieves and he got rid of the people who were just using the space. He got them out of there and he created the space for healing. Once he was clear, he had the capacity from which to heal everything and everyone. So to bring love there and to drop the story about the story. The story's okay, almost, but we have a tendency to create a story about the story. It's like, I feel terrible about this happening to you. That's the story before the story. So to clear our own temple and to clear away anything but love. Love is the intention. Love is the frame from which we live inside the picture. And when facing something difficult, we lay down strength before walking. The Bible has many gifts to offer from this place. And so, along with intention setting, I thought we would learn about centering prayer. Do you know about centering prayer? It's an awesome tool. It's kind of 3 easy steps. Have you heard of centering prayer? Raise your hand. Okay, perfect. Awesome. So in Cynthia Bourgeault's book, Wisdom Jesus, which I know we've had that book study here at Namaste, which is a powerful book, she highlights it very well. And centering prayer is an old prayer, but what I love about it is that it is universal. It's interfaith. It's not like this is a certain prayer for a certain group of people in a certain religious group. It's for everyone, and it was created, I believe, by Thomas Merton. And there's a cute story about a nun talking to him going, I can't do this. It feels like meditation. And meditation, I can't stop my thinking. I have about 10 million thoughts during my meditation. And Thomas looks at her and says, isn't that wonderful? You have 10,000 opportunities to return back to God. and it's okay. So the 3 steps of centering prayer, the first one is to set an intention. So I am praying for a safe ride home, let's say. Just whatever you have going on, whatever comes to mind without a lot of thought, just set an intention. Safe and wonderful ride home. I have my son with me. How could it not be wonderful to ride home with? So, just a beautiful ride home. That's what I'm intending. And now the second part of it is an agreement. You kind of make a deal, is what Cynthia says in her book. You make a deal that whenever your thoughts start roaming, you just bring them back. You just drop the thought and come back. Drop the thought and come back. That's the deal you make. You drop the thought and come back. And then the final step of that is to have a sacred word. So my sacred word would be joy. I'm with my son. He is nothing but joy. So my word is joy. So my intention is to have a lovely ride home. I'm remembering the deal, which is if my thoughts start wandering in meditation, I bring them back. Drop it, bring it back. And I use my word joy to bring it back. Joy, 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 joy. And when my thoughts start going, joy, joy, joy. Keep returning to God as joy. So I wanted to invite all of us to do a quick centering prayer. Is that something you would like to try? Yes, perfect. Okay, so if you would like to just close your eyes with me and without a lot of thought, we're going to do this briefly. You can do this for like 20 minutes at home, but here we're just going to do it for a few minutes just to see what it feels like and to lock in those 3 steps as something to put in your toolbox if it resonates with you. So the first step is create an intention. What do you want? What comes to mind when you think something about what you were wanting? You're going to set an intention for that. So we'll just take a second for you to get that. Okay, and now we're going to make a deal. Whenever my thoughts start to wander, I bring them back. I'm making that deal for this time together. It's a promise to myself that wherever I go wander, I bring it back. And the sacred word I'm going to bring it back to and feel and experience and deepen in is what? Take a minute to come up with your sacred word. Okay, so we're going to go into the silence. You have your intention. You've made the deal. You have your word, which is your mantra, your sacred, beautiful feeling quality of God word. And it's going to support you in coming back to this peaceful meditation that is intended purposefully. So we're going to take 3 minutes and bless yourself with love first. Bring strength there before you begin, if that's what you want to do. It's Palm Sunday. Bring strength here, and as if this is going to be so meaningful as you step into your intention now. And I invite us now to give thanks for that blessing. Lock it into your toolkit, your toolbox. Let it take you deeper. Let it take you wider. Let it take you into the most amazing place this week, this Holy Week. This week that inspires everyday wonder. And this week, like every week, supports us in our own consciousness from which we get to discover grace. That is the beginning of Holy Week, landing in the place where grace is discovered. Thank you, God, and so it is.
Thank you so much, Rev Carol. Thank you. Thank you. I love your talk, and I love animals, so I love the idea. I'm going to look more into that too, the metaphysical, aspect of all that, and been studying a bit that myself, and obviously being here has brought me to that world too. So thank you. It really resonated with me today. I am light, I am light. I am not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am not the color of my eyes. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age, I'm not my race, my soul inside. I am light. I am light, 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 I am light. I am divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. Oh, I am light. I am light. Thank you.
Let's give Reverend Carol some more love. That was so amazing to learn so much about the beginning of this absolutely, significant time in so many world religions. So thank you for bringing that interpretation to us, and one that we can all, I know I'm thirsty for more as well, Kong. So at this time, we want to invite you all to center into this abundance that each of us is and enjoys. This is our time in this community of conscious giving. And what I like to do is remind myself that, this world we live in, there are laws of abundance and there are laws of circulation that we are part of. So what I know is that for me to receive, I must give. And that in spiritual community, I give to that place that feeds me, that nourishes me. And that is Namaste. And if you are here, no doubt, Namaste has nourished you in some way. So we have a basket in the center of the sanctuary if you have brought a tithe today. We also have auto tithing. You can do that through our online website at namastecsl.org. We accept your donations through Give Plus, through Venmo, through PayPal. But whatever it is today that's in your heart that you want to give, whether it's an homage to the time, talent, or treasure that you represent in your own life, in the lives of your family and friends, and here in community, I would like you to just take that, place your hand on your heart, and up on the screen we'll have our abundance affirmation. And I'd invite you all to say that with me as soon as it comes up. All right. The abundance of all good surrounds me and operates through me. I accept in faith God's plenty as mine and of Namaste. I accept it with joy and use it with wisdom as the inlet and outlet to all that is God. I affirm this as true, and so it is. All right. We would like to take this time to thank all of those who come together to prepare this beautiful service. Tangi and Tori on our tech team. Yes, give it up for them. Matt on sound and his accomplice today, our beautiful Kong. Our Valerie, woo! Valerie for holding vigil during our service. And to our beloved Reverend Carol, thank you so much. And to those people that welcome us in the door every Sunday, our amazing welcome team. Thank you, Julie Geno and Carrie Blitzer today. Thank you so much for being here. All right, if the practitioners and Reverend would like to circle the room, we're going to invite folks to stand. And before the closing song, we are going to say our benediction together. And if we could have the benediction slide up for everyone. I think everyone is really familiar with this, so please join me in saying our benediction together. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind. Life is in my body. Life is all that I am. Life is all that we are. I accept it. I am it, and I share it, just the way it appears, and just the way it appears not. Thank you, life. Woo! Yes. Well done, everyone. Just a reminder, practitioners are here to offer you a 3-minute miracle. Please, at the back of the sanctuary, there's a Prayer Happens Here sign. And do take advantage of this powerful gift of prayer. So please join me in standing and singing, Spirit is in this place.
All right. Thank you so much, Namaste. What a wonderful service today. Thank you. We have come together as family. We have come here as we are. We have come with arms wide open. We have gathered here in love. Ooh. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this, Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. Spirit's in this place. We sing in celebration. We sing with words of prayer. Yeah, we affirm our life as sacred. Yeah, we declare that peace is here. Oh, more time. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. We can keep that clapping going. I love it. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Let me hear you sing it. Spirit is in this. Spirit is in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. Spirit's in this place. Spirit's in this place. Spirit's in this place. Spirit's in this place.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Have an
Namaste.
awesome
Love you.
week, everyone. Blessings.
Oh, thank you. You too, Carol.